What if I told you that a book written during the Great Depression, nearly 90 years ago, still holds the most powerful wealth manifestation formula ever discovered? A formula used by Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison to build empires from nothing. That book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use it to start manifesting the life you want, starting tomorrow. Welcome back to CosmiReads, the channel where we break down the world's most powerful manifestation and mindset books into clear, actionable lessons you can apply today. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are diving into the GOAT of manifestation books, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Over 100 million copies sold. More millionaires credit this book than any MBA program on the planet. And if you've been sleeping on it, today that changes. Here's what we're covering today. Napoleon Hill's hidden secret that he never explicitly names in the book. The 3 core principles that every successful person uses, whether they know it or not. Real Canadian examples of these principles in action. 5 powerful implementation tips you can start today, and a 7-day Think and Grow Rich challenge that will absolutely change your mindset. Let's go. Let me give you some quick context because this background matters. In 1908, over 115 years ago, steel billionaire Andrew Carnegie sat down with a young journalist named Napoleon Hill. Carnegie was one of the richest men in human history, and he made Hill an extraordinary offer. He said, "I will open my network to you. I want you to interview the 500 most successful people alive and figure out what they all have in common." Hill spent 20 years doing exactly that. He interviewed Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Theodore Roosevelt, John D. Rockefeller. And what he discovered blew his mind. Every single one of them, without exception, used the same mental principles to build their wealth. The result of those 20 years? Think and Grow Rich, published in 1937, right in the middle of the Great Depression, when people needed hope the most. And here's the wild part. What Hill discovered works just as powerfully today in Canada in 2026 as it did back then. Let me show you why. All right, principle number 1. Hill called it Definiteness of Purpose, and it is the foundation of everything. Here is the problem most people have. They say things like, "I want to be rich, I want to be successful, I want a better life," and nothing happens. You know why? Because your subconscious mind cannot work with vague. It needs specific, crystal clear, down to the number. Hill's formula is this. Write down the exact amount of money you want. Write down the exact date you will have it. Write down what you will give in exchange, your service, your skill, your product. Write down your plan to get there. Then read that statement out loud with emotion every single morning and every single night, every single day. Now let me make this real with an example. Meet Sarah. Sarah is a marketing coordinator from Mississauga, earning $55,000 a year. Frustrated and stuck, she picked up Think and Grow Rich and wrote out her Definiteness of Purpose statement. It said, "By December 31st, 2025, I will earn $120,000 per year as a senior marketing manager at a tech company. I will achieve this by mastering performance marketing, building a portfolio of measurable results, and connecting with 5 industry leaders every single month. In return, I will help my employer grow revenue by 30%. She read that statement every morning with her coffee and every night before bed. For 10 months straight. What happened? A fintech startup in Toronto offered her a senior marketing manager role. Salary? $125,000, $5,000 more than her goal. 2 months early. That is definiteness of purpose in action. Principle number 2, auto-suggestion, or as we would call it today, affirmations on absolute steroids. Here's what Hill discovered. Your subconscious mind accepts whatever you repeatedly feed it with emotion. Not just words. Emotion is the secret ingredient. Most people are accidentally programming themselves for failure every single day. Every time you say, I am so broke, I will never afford that. Rich people are just lucky. You are literally wiring your brain for scarcity, but the people Hill studied, they did the exact opposite. They fed their subconscious wealth, abundance, certainty daily. Here is how to do it correctly. Step 1. Write affirmations in present tense as if it is already true. Not I will be wealthy, but I am wealthy and abundant. Step 2. Read them with feeling. Do not just mumble the words. Feel the emotion of already having the money. Close your eyes. Step 3. Visualize while you speak. See the lifestyle. Feel the freedom. Consider Marcus from Vancouver wanted to own rental property. But Vancouver real estate felt completely impossible. His affirmation was, I am a successful real estate investor. I own profitable rental property in Greater Vancouver, generating $2,000 per month in passive income. I feel secure, free, and deeply grateful. Every morning he read this while visualizing himself signing the mortgage papers, handing over the keys, checking his bank account, and seeing that rental deposit hit. 8 months later, he bought a pre-sale condo in Burnaby. After renting it out, his net monthly income $2,100. He manifested more than he asked for. Now we get to the big one. The principle Hill danced around for the entire book, but never explicitly named. After interviewing 500 of the most successful people alive, Hill concluded that the single common thread binding all of them together was this: unwavering faith. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Most people can conceive. They dream all day long, but they do not truly believe. Deep down, a voice says, that is not for someone like me. And that is where manifestation breaks down. Hill found that every millionaire he interviewed had completely eradicated doubt. They operated from certainty before they saw a single shred of evidence. As an example, James was an oil and gas worker in Calgary. When the industry crashed in 2015, he was laid off with no backup plan. He decided to pivot into tech sales with zero experience, zero contacts, zero track record. He wrote his goal. Within 2 years, I will be a top-performing tech sales executive earning $150,000 annually. He believed before he saw the evidence. 18 months later, senior sales executive at a Calgary SaaS company. Salary? $165,000. One more rapid-fire principle. The Mastermind Alliance. Hill discovered that every ultra-successful person surrounded themselves with a small group of like-minded, ambitious people who met regularly to support each other's goals. You do not need billionaires in your mastermind. You need 4 or 5 committed, growth-oriented people, a monthly Zoom call, a WhatsApp group, a coffee meetup in Toronto or Calgary or Vancouver. This one shift alone can accelerate your manifestation timeline by years. Here are 5 things you can do this week. Number 1, write your definiteness of purpose statement tonight. Exact amount, exact date, your plan. Number 2, read it out loud every morning and every night starting tomorrow. Set your phone alarms right now. Number 3, when you read it, feel it, Close your eyes for 60 seconds and feel the emotion of already having what you want. Number 4, eliminate scarcity language for 7 days. Catch every negative money thought and replace it immediately. Number 5, start a manifestation journal tonight. 3 things every evening: what you are manifesting, 1 synchronicity you noticed, 1 action you took. I am challenging you right now. 7 days. Full commitment. Day 1, write your goal statement and read it tonight. Day 2, create 3 affirmations and add them to your morning routine. Day 3, identify and eliminate your top 3 scarcity phrases. Day 4, spend 10 minutes visualizing your goal in vivid detail. Day 5, reach out to 1 person who is where you want to be. Day 6, invite 1 person to be your accountability partner. Day 7, review your week and drop your results in the comments below. I read every single one, and I will personally reply. If this video gave you even 1 insight that shifts your mindset, please hit that like button right now. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a new summary. Next week, we are breaking down The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Comment below, what is your biggest takeaway from Think and Grow Rich? The Amazon Canada and Audible links are in the description. Your first Audible book is completely free. Thank you so much for watching CosmiReads. Remember, whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it absolutely can achieve. I will see you in the next one.